Hey, what's up, fellas? This is Dr. Varun Gandhi, and thank you for tuning in to the Gandhi TV. Love and abundance to you guys. The other day, I got really angry over something. It's just something, it might have been a build-up over time, but something just flipped my switch. And then I took this anger out into the world. And you know what happened next? Yeah, some of that energy, I dissipated it through my actions. So essentially what happened is, when I went out into this world, I was still in that state of anger. That energy of anger was still within me, and I had to dissipate it through my actions. So I went out into this world and dissipated my anger energy into this world, and I sent it off as vibrations. So what that means is the energy that I'm sending off is what the universe recognizes, and it sends me that same energy back. So if I show up with anger, it'll send me another reason to get angry. And then that cycle is perpetuated. Every time I feel angry, another reason to get angry will show up. It always does, without fail. You start noticing this. Now this could apply with anything, with bitterness, jealousy, or that's just the negative side, or with the positive emotions too, love, abundance, joy, peace, bliss, all of these things, any of these things. So the way I show up, or my energy that I step out into the world with, is what I'm sending off to this world. So in a sense, if I'm in a negative state of mind, a negative state of being, and I go out into this world and I'm sending off this negative state, I'm polluting Earth, the energies of Earth, because I'm showing up with this negativity. By this, I'm not telling you not to feel your negative and always focus on the positive, no. What I'm saying is, realize that you be aware of the negative state, and realize that you're taking out this negativity into the world, and you are spreading that message of negativity into this world, as it's your vibration, it's your signature, your electromagnetic signature that you're putting off into this world. Again, I talk about this in a different video called Everything is a Vibration. So you check that out to better understand this concept of vibration and energies. So that's one thing that we need to pay attention to. How are we showing up into the real world? And what energies are we cultivating before we step out and give off our energy into this world? So what energies are we cultivating within that is what we're putting out into this real world, right? Because what you are within is what you can give, what you can offer. That's what you have to offer, what's inside of you. And if it's anger and jealousy and bitterness, resentment, fear, then that's your state of being, then that's what you're going to show up with, and that's what you're going to put out into this world. A lot of us are good at transmuting that energy into something positive. So when you feel the fear, you transmute that, because fear and courage or love are on the same side. It's the same coin, just on opposite sides. So you could transmute that. Use the fear. If it's, for example, like fear of public speaking, you could use that fear as excitement. So transmute that energy before you show up into this world. Because if you show up with that fear, that fear is going to be propagated into the audience. And I'm not saying not to feel the fear at all. You will feel fear, but it's to have the courage to step up despite feeling that fear, and then transmuting that fear into excitement when you show up on stage. When you show up on your movie screen, on your stage. You're the director, the actor, you're everything. This is your stage. And how do you want to show up? So once I realized that the way I show up is actually really, really important, because that's the energy I'm putting out into this world, and that's what I'm going to receive back from the universe. That's one of the basic laws, universal laws. What you put out is what you receive. What you give is what you receive. So the energy that you're giving, you're putting out into this world, is what you will receive. That's always the case. So now cultivating this energy is extremely important. And that's when I realized having a morning ritual and getting into a state of where your energies, when you show up into this world, your energy is where you want it to be. You're consciously creating this space, inner sanctuary, during your morning ritual. So morning rituals can be in many different ways. It could be a morning walk, where you just go out there and you're not thinking about anything, but you're being one with nature. You're observing everything that's around you. You're paying attention to the birds. You're not judging. You're not thinking. You're not running your mind. You're not thinking about some problem at work, some other issue. You're just there and you're just walking for the joy of walking. That could be your morning ritual. For some, it could be meditation. So that first kind is a walking meditation. For some, it could be a sitting meditation, where you're observing your thoughts without judgment, just paying attention, being a witness to it. And that's another form of creating this morning ritual. And as you continue this practice, you'll dive deeper and deeper into a state of no mind. Your mind will completely be quiet, and you're just being you're just at peace. Or a morning ritual could be affirmations. You're repeating for 20-30 minutes in the morning, you're repeating in your mind mentally or writing it down a certain affirmation every day. Create a ritual around that. You're focused on this one affirmation throughout it, and you're feeling it in your body as you repeat it or as you write it down. You're feeling the affirmation in your body as if it's true. So an affirmation is something that is already true. It's present tense, as if it's true, and you gotta feel it emotionally, like in your body, to anchor the words that you're speaking. So for example, one of the affirmations that I use on a daily basis is every day and in every way I get better and better. And this was something that was created by actually a scientist, Émile Coué, a French scientist. Every day and every way I get better and better. Such a powerful affirmation. So when I close my eyes and repeat that to myself, I feel as if I am getting better and better. Yeah. I start thinking about places, scenarios that I've improved over time. And I start embodying that feeling of, oh yeah, I'm getting better and better. And the resistance of change, the resistance against improving, against elevating will reduce. The fears around the unknown will kind of subside, and you'll have the courage to keep walking your path. Courage to keep walking, keep moving, even if it's just crawling, baby steps, you're still moving. So an affirmation is really, really powerful, but repeated over time, not just one time or 20 times. Repeated it for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. What I do is sometimes I combine the walk with the affirmation. I'm preserving everything around me, but I'm saying this affirmation in my mind. A lot of the times it could be burning incense, listening to good music. All of these could be a morning ritual, but during that ritual, you're beginning to feel good. You're surrounding yourself with, consciously surrounding yourself with this positivity. And you're beginning to change your feeling, the way you feel, the state of your body. Again, through this process, a lot of stuff is going to come up. And I'm not saying to bypass all of that, to run over it or run around it or run away from it. No. That's always going to be there, and you always have to keep working on it. But what this does is give you the support. It gives you that foundation of positivity that will allow you, the support will allow you to go through all of the stuff that you're going to go through. The other thing it's doing is it's also speaking to your subconscious, to your soul level, and sending it messages. When you start sending messages, you'll start realizing different ways that you're being negative. You'll start realizing the habits, the patterns, the traumas, the memories, all of these things will start coming to the surface because you're in resistance to something. You're going to start feeling a resistance to all of this positivity. And now, once it comes to the surface, you're working through it and you're elevating as you go. So elevating is transmuting that negative into positive as you, it sounds easy, right? It sounds like, oh, just transmute it. Oh, I'm just going to think fear to love. No, of course, it's a process, and it takes a lot of courage to walk this path, and I understand that. So creating a morning ritual. Oh, another one is gratitude, I've talked about. Having a gratitude jar, writing down notes that, 3 things that you're gratitude for on a daily basis, put it in that jar. Or every time you think about something to be gratitude for, put it in that jar. And anytime you feel motivation, anytime you feel you need motivation or support, pick out something from that jar and you'll start feeling good. At some point, just looking at the sign gratitude will make you start feeling good. Like, you don't even have to look at the notes, you just start feeling good just from the word gratitude, because it's anchored in so much. Another morning ritual is just smile at everyone. Anyone you see that you run across on a daily basis, or even just a random person, just start smiling at people. You smiling will start making you feel good. The end goal is for you to feel good. But there's always the added benefit through smiling that you're passing on a particular energy to this other person. So, genuine smiles. Just smile at people. Look at them, smile. As you walk through, as you walk by. So creating that morning ritual will allow us to cultivate our energies. You're setting aside this time where you're cultivating your energy before you show up into this world. Because the energy that you put out is the energy that you're receiving. And a lot of it has been programmed in us from such a young age. All the experiences we have had, all the traumas we have faced, has put in certain subconscious beliefs, subconscious fears, subconscious negativity. And when you infuse it with positivity, you are bringing it to the surface. So always think about positivity. Consciously surrounding yourself with this positivity is supporting you in your journey. And you could look at it as bypassing. You just focused on feeling good, but no, it's not. You're focused on feeling good, so all the so you're creating the space to feel good. For that, all the negativity has to come to the surface. All the energy has to be released. And when you release that energy, now you have space for the positivity. But you're surrounding consciously your environment with this positive energy, so it's supporting you in your journey for all the negative to come up. When the negative arises, you already have this foundation of positivity around you to fill in that space. You know, right now, our spaces can be messy, not organized, it's not cluttered. And I'm talking about the mental, inner, spiritual space. And it's because of a lack of clarity, really. It's cloudy in there, you can't really see, it's dark. You can't really see what's going on. So now infusing it with that candle, with certain energies around you, is allowing you to release some of that cloudiness so you could see better. So try out various different things as part of your morning ritual, whatever works for you. I'm not asking you to stick to one particular thing, but set aside some time to create a ritual, to have a ritual every morning, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. You're picking a particular, it could be a couple of different things throughout the week that make you feel good, and you're implementing them on a daily basis. Cultivate your energies. Pay attention to how you are showing up to this world. Because that is the most important thing for you, is your energy. When our energies are in the right place, focused on the right things, when our attention is focused on the right things, the right goals, the right ideas, miracles just happen overnight. But it all starts with cultivating the energy. Paying attention to our attention. That's where it starts. What are we focused on? And guess what? That's going to be the topic of our next video. What are we focusing on? We're going to do a check. I'm going to go through certain things and check what our focus has been on. I'm going to write it down, create a journal of our focus, because it's very important. But until then, guys, love and abundance to you. And thank you for tuning in to the Gandhi TV. Please subscribe, please like this video, please share it with friends and family and anyone else who could benefit from this. If you have questions, comments, clarifications, please send me an email. I love getting all the emails. And there's been so many comments and so many questions been coming my way. Please continue sending them. I love getting them every morning. Fan mail. But, alright guys, thank you. I love you. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'm so excited. This is actually the last 3 days of my challenge. And I'm done with this video. I got 2 more to go. Woo! Alright guys, love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.